Hey Valley Middle, welcome back to another G67 math video. Tonight we're going to find the volume of cylinders. Let's go ahead and start with our cylinder related trivia question. How does an internal combustion engine work? I'll give you the basics on that when we return. Alright, tonight officially I can find the volume of cylinders on 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's do this thing. Alright, let's see. What is the volume of this water tower? All these primitive looking water towers here were just cylinders with a little cone or lid on there. The cone didn't hold water. It's just kind of help shed water, rainwater, and keep birds out. So we just need to find the volume of the cylinder down below it. So I made a little drawing here, and it looks like we have a radius of 16 feet and a height of 30. Well, to find the volume of the cylinder, all we need to do is take the base times the height. But this is a big B. Big B means the area of the base. So we have to find the area of the circle. We don't have that, but we've got the height. We're going to use 3.14 for pi. So let's just find the area of the circle. We got the radius. We can do that. We'll use the old pirate pi r to get the area of a circle. So there's 3.14 times 16 times 16. We got 803.84. Now we just pop that in as our base into the formula. So here's my volume equals 803.84, my base, times the height, 30, equals 24,115.2. And that would be cubic feet or feet cubed. Okay? Pretty straightforward. It's been an easy target tonight. A couple of vocabulary things. First of all, a cylinder. It's a solid geometric figure with straight parallel sides and a circular or oval cross section. We're working tonight specifically with circular cylinders tonight. Volume equals the base times the height. That formula, keep in mind, like the little b is like the base of a triangle. That's one-dimensional. The big B, that's the area of a two-dimensional figure like a triangle. This is a big B. So when we're talking base times height, we're talking this is already a two-dimensional figure. We're going to have the area of that circle. Sorry, I'm going to pop in an E for you here. All right, let's take a look at this first example here. We have find the area of this cylinder. We've got a radius of 15 millimeters and a height of 45. Let's go ahead and pop that in. We'll find the area of the circle first. So it's pi r. 3.14 times 15 times 15 gives us 706.5. And then pop it into the formula. The volume is equal to, there's my base of 706.5 times my height of 45 equals 31,792.5. That would be millimeters cubed. If I want to take and divide by 1,000 quick, I could say that's 31.7925 meters cubed. Little quick conversion lesson. Let's do one more, and then I'm going to have you try one. So what's the volume of this soup can? Round your answer to the nearest hundredth. All right, so we've got a diameter up here of 2.8, so that'll establish what our radius is, and then we've got a height of 4. So pi r for the area of the circle. Here's 3.14 times 1.4 times 1.4. My radiuses gives me 6.1544. Pop it into the formula. My volume is equal to my base, 6.1544, times my height, times 4, is 24.6176. Now I have to round my answer to its nearest hundredth, so this 1 is in my hundredth spot. Looks next door, I got 7. 7's big enough to raise that up to 0.62. So my final answer is 24.62 inches cubed. Time for you to try one. Go ahead and give this a shot. What is the volume of this Hershey syrup can? And round your answer to the nearest tenth, please. Yes, that's what Hershey syrup looked like when I was a kid. It was in a tin can. All right, let's see how you did. All right, did you find the area of a circle? If you did it correctly, you would have got 45.580554. When you pop that in, whoops, when you pop that into your volume formula, you multiply it by the height of 12.7, you get 578.8730358. We're rounding to the nearest tenth. We just need to look at the 0.8 here. Look next door. There's enough there to call that 578.9 centimeters cubed. All right. There's always a yeah, but. Yeah, but do you need, what if one of the measurements is missing? As long as you have two of these three things, you can find out the third. So here, we were looking for the volume equals the base times the height. We don't know what the height is. So here we're going to find the height of a cylinder with a volume of 49.1 cubic meters and a diameter of 5 meters. So we're missing the height. So, well, we still have to know the area of the circle. So 5 meters, let's cut that in half. We got 2.5 is our radius. So let's do that first. So we have 3.14 times 2.5 times 2.5 gives me 19.625. So there is my base. So I've got my volume, 49.1 equals 19.625 times the height. Well, we've got ourselves a little one-step multiplication equation here. So how are we going to get rid of the multiplication? We'll divide by 19.625. That'll help us isolate the variable h. So these guys are going to, of course, cross out. 49.1 divided by 19.625 is 2.501, blah, blah, blah. But really, we just need to find, we're rounding to the nearest tenth, so it's 2.5 meters. The height is 2.5 meters. Okie dokie? Let's have you try one like that. All right, find the height of a cylinder with a volume of 19.625 feet and a radius of 1.25 feet. Go ahead and take a minute to do that while I change the color of the slide. All right, let's see how you did. You got a radius this time, not a diameter. So we're still going to find the area of the circle. We use the radius. We find that the area of the circle is 4.90625. Pop that into the formula. So we've got the volume, 19.625 equals 490,625 H multiplication. We're going to divide. These guys will cross off. Now we've got 19.625 divided by 4.90625. That simplifies to 4. 4 equals our height. There we go. Just that simple. All right, I think it's time for the ticket to the show. We've got 2 cylinders here. I'm going to have you round your answer to the nearest tenth. So cylinder A, radius 10 inches, height 40. Cylinder B, diameter of 4 centimeters, height of 12. Be careful of the radius and the diameter. Make sure you're not just blindly plugging those in. Make sure you're thinking about which one you use. Pi r, my young friend. All right, to our trivia question. How does an internal combustion engine work? Well, take a look. I found this cool little graphic. So basically, this is a piston, sometimes called the cylinder, and it goes through this cycle. Now we're going to pick it up on the first cycle here, where the cylinder is going to draw down and it's going to draw in a mixture of gas and oxygen, and now it's going to come up. This is the compression. It's going to squeeze that, and this is going to fire. Boom! That spark plug fires, and it pushes it back down here. That's the power stroke. And then this coming back up, this pushes the exhaust out, and then repeats. Draws in gas and air. Now the spark plug will fire as it compresses it. Boom! An explosion forces that cylinder down into the power stroke, and it goes through that again. Comes back up, and the exhaust, it gets rid of the exhaust and draws in again, just like that. There's your internal combustion engine. Here's a, you can see I got 4 of them here working together. And you can see that as the cylinder goes down, this thing that it's turning down here is called a camshaft, and this then turns the belts and drives the car, is geared to drive the car. So that's the basics from your, yeah, I went to school to be an industrial arts teacher, so yeah, I'm kind of a gearhead about some things. I think everybody should know how that works. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.